So hopefully guys you can hear me, and I will start off with my project FunMix. So a lot of you already do funC programming, and hopefully you do. And as you know, the first step that you take is installing all those binaries, all these libraries, so that your funC code will compile. And my project tries to solve this problem. And so, as I said, all these difficulties will overall remove some percentage of the potential users of the funC, of the Tone development, of the Tone network itself. So our website is about learning. We have a built-in web IDE that you can use out of the box. You just connect to it, open the website, and start off writing your funC code, which gets overall compiled to fifth. And so you can earn NFTs by completing some daily challenges that are related to the whole funC programming. So overall, you will go on by learning, by writing code, and earning rewards for that. So let me start off by saying that this project has an impact from my perspective on the whole Tone community, because it lowers the bound of what kind of people can enter Tone and write code and be a part of this big community. So which overall will expand the whole network, which will increase the revenue and the amount of people that will join us in this community. So let me show the demo that I created just for this. So as you can see, there is a web IDE. We get a status error. I created this small program just to showcase you that the thing compiles, and we have a problem here. Let's see. So as you can see, there's something on the line 3. Yeah, I wonder what could it be. Okay. I know. If we try to do this, I do compile, and that's it. The whole thing worked, and we compiled our funC code to fifth, and we got an NFT for that. So the whole thing just ran under the hood in the web browser. The only thing that we had to install and kind of create was the whole compiler, which took a funC code and compiled it to fifth. So anybody could just open our website, which is being currently deployed by my team member, and start writing funC code and compiling it to fifth. And then you can export that fifth code and potentially deploy it. So thank you for your attention. Yeah, I will. Okay. So thank you for your attention, and let's see the next pitches.
So now the Q&A.
It's gonna be right now. Okay. Yeah, you want to start.
Okay, so for the deployment, right, you've
Yep.
got a React app there. Is it possible to run a ton light node in WebAssembly, right,
Okay.
and use that to deploy directly?
Connect to the blockchain.
Yes, and in the React app itself, you just put your 24-word seed, right? You put your 24-word seed in there.
Okay, yeah, I see.
You've got a light node running in WebAssembly, and you bolt that behind this app, and then you can just boom, 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 you can deploy.
Yeah, that's the thing that we thought about in the beginning, that how about we just create an IDE that you can just come in, put your 24 words, and connect to the blockchain, right? Exactly, that thing. But we try to be more rather than only just a web IDE. We're trying to teach people more about the funC code. Because there already exists, I know one thing, I know one web IDE that actually does that. You just connect it, put your 24 words, and you're in. I think it was called Glitch, if I'm not mistaken.
I've heard of
Glitch, yeah. But it was kind of hard to set up. It took me about 30 minutes to do that, but it is possible. So we can do that too, because we have a working compiler that compiles. I think there is a possibility to compile to WebAssembly, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the library does allow that.
And what would you use to interact with the Ton network?
Ton network. Well,
No. What would you use to interact with it? Like their PC?
Okay.
Or what do you think about using a light node in WebAssembly inside the browser?
That would be possible. Yes. That would be possible.
That's really compelling if you can kind of do that. And I don't know what it would take to actually do that port of that light node. I've seen there's a light node around.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
And what would it take to bring that light node into WebAssembly and running as part of your app?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We thought about it too. Just adding a different web page just for that, just so people can like test their funC code and maybe connect to the blockchain exactly just from that. Yeah, it is possible. It is absolutely possible to do that. We're not planning to stop just on the one challenge that I provided and one NFT. We are planning to do more. We create a roadmap. We are planning to expand. I have team members and I'm planning to contribute to this project in the long term.
You know, like, is it possible to somehow connect this up with like GitHub so that...
It is connected with GitHub.
Okay, so yeah. Because this is great. This is like decentralized development, right?
Yes.
And, you know, people like... Can it be like, say, a pull request gets approved?
You want me to do it? Obviously, yeah, open source. Making it open source, for
It has
example.
to be open source.
Yeah, obviously. We thought about actually giving community ability to be mentoring and to creating this kind of challenges so other people would solve these problems and learn together.
Yeah.
There is a possibility to add codes called co-op development, so multiple people can work on one environment and like help each other. That's absolutely possible.
Yeah, because like this whole thing of because this is again very compelling. This whole concept of decentralized development is something that needs to be worked on more, and especially like the incentivization behind it, the reward behind it, like what you're doing here, you know.
Yeah, it gives you some dopamine too because of the picture itself.
Well, whatever it is, the picture's cool, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, like say it's a project that has liquidity and they're getting tokens, right?
Yes.
As the rewards, and they can just go cash it in, and instead of getting a job, they can just stay at home and just code away, and they can their job is that, and it's a decentralized.
And live in their mom's basements too with their NFTs.
They would. I don't mind living in my mum's basement. It's very safe and comfortable and warm down there.
As you say. Any other questions?
Because we're already out of time.
Oh no. By the way, I'm sitting right there by the window, so any questions, just come up to me. Why did you raise your hand? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Never mind.